What's going on, guys? TKD with the video, and today I want to talk about some brand new topics we got in the new year 2017. It's happening, it's getting started, and especially getting started in the music industry. Let's get right into this. Starting off here, we got Travis Scott again, coming off of a very good 2016 for him, a very good year overall. He had a great album. It was my favorite album of the year, actually, and he just has an incredible year, and that is not going to end here in 2017. He went on to further announce his third studio album, Astroworld. He did have this in a tweet back in May, and he said that it was coming out, relatively soon, not really, but then he took to the stage on a concert around New Year's and confirmed that it will be coming out in 2017. So that's big news, everybody. It's great, and I can't wait for it to drop. But in the meantime, he is still working with Good Music. He wanted to explain about their group album, Cruel Winter, and this is obviously a kind of a part two, if you will, of Cruel Summer that released a couple years ago, and now they are back and they're all doing it again, and he is actually leading the project. He is the executive producer of this album, and he even put out a bold statement saying that he will have this album out February. That's the target he wants to hit, the target he wants to get everyone on Good Music to hit. But I feel like that might be delayed due to Kanye West's current state right now, how he was in the hospital and how he's still going through some things, and even him working on his own album, TurboGrafx-16. So maybe that's gonna be a delay here. It might not hit February, but if it does, that'd be a good treat. Next up here, you cannot bring up 2016 without Drake, without the Summer 16 tour, without Views, without everything that he did in 2016. It was a legendary year. He had many accolades, many awards, all that good stuff, and he is back as well with another announcement pertaining to his European tour. He is taking Summer 16 to Europe in a new name called Boy Meets World, and that is the tour name that he'll be using in Europe. And he recently announced on his Instagram through a post that Young Thug will be accompanying him on the tour. Now, of course, Young Thug is a big banger, a big hit in the trap world, and he definitely will bring the heat, just like Future did. Kind of sad to see Future not being there, because I'm sure a lot of people in Europe would love to see him as well, with Drake performing some of their songs and all that, but they'll not be getting that. Kind of sad, but hey, they get Young Thug, in trade, so hey, that's a pretty fair trade to me. Speaking of Future, we have another news story from Future coming in, and this one is kind of weird. Now, of course, he has been on a complete tear these past few years, and especially in 2016, it was highlighted when he went on tour with Drake, obviously, and it was a very good year for him as well. But it seems like he'd be having a rocky start here in 2017. Now, if you guys don't follow him on Instagram, know that he is very active on Instagram, very active on Twitter, all that stuff like that. He's very much, in tune with media, in that manner. And he took to Instagram to actually do a couple things. He actually wiped his entire Instagram. Now, we don't know why, we don't know what happened here, but there are no pictures currently on Future's Instagram. A little bit after that, he went onto Twitter to tweet some tweets that were kind of weird. I'm gonna read them right now. His first tweet was, "Me and Esco against the world. I don't trust none of these people. They are greedy. 2017, nobody's safe." So who knows what those could be pertaining to? Who knows what they could mean? Maybe he got backstabbed recently. Maybe there was something that happened pertaining to his Instagram that he had to delete all the pictures. Who knows? But I'm sure we'll find out here pretty soon. Maybe not. Maybe we will. Hopefully, and then we will see what comes of this. Next up here, every hipster's favorite music festival, Coachella 2017, and really turned not really too much of a hipster thing. Not really. It's more of a hip hop thing nowadays. And they announced the full lineup of Coachella 2017. And they did this a few months ago, but I don't know why it's recently gotten more traction. I don't know if they add new people or if they maybe did something to the set. Who knows? But this recently has gotten bigger traction over the couple weeks here that we've gotten Coachella announcement. And there were a lot of big hitters here for this year for Coachella, including Travis Scott, Mac Miller, Beyonce, Future, Schoolboy Q, Kendrick Lamar, and my personal star on the freaking thing, my favorite duo right there, Majid Jordan. They are coming to Coachella 2017. I love Majid Jordan, and you guys know me and OVO. We go 1-on-1 the same, and Majid Jordan is definitely gonna bring the heat right there. I cannot wait to see them perform in Coachella. I'm not gonna be there live, I'm not gonna be there, but I just want to see some footage as well. I can't wait to see that stuff when it comes in. And the last thing we got here is the feud between Chris Brown and Soulja Boy. Now look here, man, I've been hearing a lot of things from this thing for the past few hours right now, and I even saw a video of Soulja Boy. He's been going kind of crazy lately. I don't know, apparently there was a story about him going to the hood and he was live streaming on Instagram, and then he got his phone stolen, something like that, and the broadcast cut off right there. And there was also allegations of him like doing a bunch of other crazy stuff, but I believe this is all stemming from this one thing. Now, Karachi, Chris Brown's ex-girlfriend, posted a Instagram post a few days ago, and Soulja Boy posted a bunch of comments with heart emojis under them, and that apparently triggered this whole thing. Now, why would an Instagram comment trigger this whole beef, and it has escalated to this point? Who knows? But apparently Chris Brown was so set off by this, and there's been a bunch of attacks back and forth by each person, and Chris Brown even outed Soulja Boy's number, and that really set him off in a couple tweets as well. And this all is gonna elevate to this current standpoint where Soulja Boy is literally planning a celebrity boxing match between Chris Brown and himself. That is actually happening, and he even went as far as telling that he's gonna need a boxing coach and he's going to recruit Floyd Mayweather. Yeah, man, this is freaking crazy, man. I can't believe that this is actually happening right now. I cannot believe that this escalated to a point where they're actually gonna box. I can't wait to see it. I want to see it. I can't wait for it, but I guess we will see how that unfolds here in a couple weeks. On that note, that's all I got. If you guys enjoyed, make sure to like, subscribe, share all good stuff down below. I appreciate all of you guys give me. Thanks for watching, and as always, I got you.